Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pravus Gaming with more Rimworld, Call of Cthulhu. We are joining our colonists Engel and Zealotus today, the two little lovebirds, who have also formed the cult of Oculi Aeternum. Or rather, Engel did, as Zealotus has not joined yet, but I'm hoping that we will be able to convince her and increase the cult-mindedness in the near-ish future. That said, there are some other priorities for us right now besides just inducting more people into the cult. We do still need to get some more power generation, we need to get batteries, water mills, etc. Lots of different things that we need to do, and that means that more or less we need to keep Engel on research duty for a good long time. So Zealotus is going out and gathering us up some basic materials, steel and whatever else you can gather at the time. Seems useful. We're also trying to build up a shrine for our dark gods, who I don't think we've discovered yet, but when we do, we're going to have a proper house of worship. Which, you know, I mean, just preparing for the future. I mean, we all know it's going to happen eventually, right? So, we're building out of bone, too, which I think is extremely ominous. Ooh, an exotic goods trader from the agency. Oh, I swear to God, you better not actually go into my building, or we're going to have a whole lot of trouble pretty early on. We should probably say trading spot, right up here. Don't go anywhere else. This is why we have this mod in the first place, right? The doors are locked. I'm pretty sure we're fine, right? No one else is going to do anything. Set owners. Yeah, no one's allowed to come into this door. Let's make sure. So, yes, it is currently set to... No, door unlocked. Door lock. Okay, locked. Okay, no one should be able to come in here, in theory. So, let's see. A caravan is approaching from up here. Oh, wow, what the heck do you have? A Josephoartigacia. It looks like a giant freaking capybara. Okay, you seem pretty fun. So you guys are wandering really dangerously close to my Forbidden Knowledge Center. I am hoping this is not going to come back to bite me in any meaningful way. Engel, why don't you go talk to Chef? Hello, children. Get up here, let's see what they got. Okay, so you're actually willing to sell me the giant freaking capybara, but I don't want that. We do have 2,000 silver. Is there anything here that I could really use right about now? Well, we do have some mage spells and stuff. I'm curious what the requirements are for this. Teaches a magic user how to ignite particles in the air to create a smoke screen. Actually very valuable in this version of the game, but I'm not sure we can afford to do that right now. I don't even think we can teach them any skills yet, can we? I actually have no idea what's involved in training our characters in magic yet. I don't think we've researched what we need to. So the rest of this doesn't seem too important to bionic animal liver, bionic foot, pickled vegetables. Okay, we could get some food, I suppose, but meh. Is there anything I want to sell them? I guess we could sell off some of the unrefined magicite, but I still have no idea if I want to hold on to that or not. You know, I think we just more or less ignore you for the time being and say that this is fine. Just don't walk into my base. I am a very private individual, and I will shoot you on frickin' sight, okay? That's all there you need to know. And we get a quest. Ship to the stars. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is the standard quest we've seen pop up in the base game. Yeah, there's a friendly AI from our past named Charlin Whitestone, saying that there is a starship hidden on the planet if we can get to it. Which is nice, but obviously very early in the game and not something I intend on doing anytime soon, so we'll just ignore that. And another quest, Simmiss Keys Psychic Suppression. It's gonna last for 7 days. What is this one? Cassian Simmiss, or Miskis, a consul of the Green Empire, wants to watch how you primitive surface dwellers deal with a catastrophe. She proposes an artificial disaster. A psychic suppression wave will reduce the consciousness of all males for 11 days, and she will watch. If we do this, she will give us a Psi-Focus shirt, and we will gain 5 royal favor, which sounds great, but man, 11 days? That's a very long time, especially this early on in the game. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, if we had an all-female crew, this would be great, but we don't, so I don't think that that's a good idea at all. I think that's a terrible idea. Let's go ahead and work on water mill generation next for our research, get Engel working on some of that. Because now that we have battery tech, that's good. We can keep our lights on and our buildings, our production facilities working a little bit more, but I'm going to want to have more reliable power generation than just the stinking wind, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and set up a quick battery. We'll place it right there, I guess. Should be fine. Don't see any problem with that. What's the temperature looking like? It's pretty darn cold. 30 degrees Fahrenheit in a lot of places. We are going to want to set up some heaters, I think. But once we get our power situation figured out, that's when we'll do that. Actually, once we get our power situation figured out, there's a few things that I would like to do. For example, I like to try making use of our new skylights mod, shown down over here, and see if I can set up a greenhouse without that power-consuming sun lamp, because that seems great to me. You know, we just build up a room with some good fertile soil, right? Get a heater in there to make sure it's nice and warm, then get a bunch of skylights up, and all of a sudden, can we grow plants? These are the things I want to experiment with. And Angle just proposed marriage to Zealotus, and they are engaged. Okay. Mazel tov, I guess? There's no one else here to witness your union, so I'm not sure how you're gonna have that work. There's no, there's no witness. There's no minister, and there's no witness. I guess you'll be married in the eyes of Cthulhu, or Dagon, and that's supposed to be good enough. How about the many eyes of this Hydra? That seems reasonable. I don't know. Weird. Okay, well, if they decide they want to do this sometime soon, then maybe we just go ahead and put a marriage spot right next to the obelisk. I think that's as good as it's going to get. I just gotta say, I find the story of Angle and Zealotus hilarious, alright? Just imagine, some naked woman comes charging from beyond the tree line wielding a club. Angle shoots her, then captures her, tends to her wounds, seduces her, and then convinces her to join the cult. Well, the colonists, but eventually the cult. And now he's getting freaking married. I'm just saying, it's an amazing love story, worthy of any Disney movie. And another quest appears. Cupper's Forced Weather. Okay, this expires in a day. What do we have? A 44-year-old escaped convict is calling for help. He is hiding from a malfunctioning weather control satellite. Hiding from a satellite? Okay, he wants to flee and join us. An escaped convict? The weather will be fog for 6.8 days until the satellite resets. Desperate to stay hidden, Cuppers claims to be unable to tell you more. This is an easy enough quest, and a few days of fog doesn't seem that bad. I think this means we just have to have some hospitality for a little while, which should be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and accept the quest, and let's just sort of see what happens with that. Forced weather. A weather controlling machine has begun affecting the weather. All right, lots of fog. Very spooky. Cupper has joined, at least temporarily. He may stick around forever, but he also might just leave the thing. So who do we have with Cupper? Cupper is skilled at mining and shooting. Okay. He's a fast walker, he's nudist, and he's tough. Honestly, not that bad across the board. He's incapable of caring, social, or firefighting. A test subject child, then an escaped convict. Fascinating story there, Willem Cooper. So, do we keep you forever? Because I actually don't know if we get to keep you forever, if how this is going to work with the new quest. It doesn't say he's going to leave. It just says he wants to join me. So, okay, I think we have to give you a name. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what we have to do. My question is, what's the name going to be? Let's take a quick look at the patron list and run the program. And it comes up as Cameron Theeds. Okay, I have no idea if Cameron Theeds is going to stick with us forever. Can I fit your name? I totally can fit your name. Awesome. I don't know if he's going to be able to stick around forever or if Cameron Thieves is going to leave us, but there we go. Let's give it a go. So, Cameron, what are you going to be good at? Let's see. Patient, bed rest, basic. You are going to be our miner, certainly. You probably could be a pretty good hunter if only I had a ranged weapon for you. So until we get that, that seems otherwise relatively meaningless. What else are you good at? Not a whole lot. I definitely am not going to let you do my cooking. I guess we can just have you on some basic crafting jobs. Sure, that seems okay. Okay, Cameron Theeds has already contracted hypothermia. Yeah, this is the problem with you being... Oh, you have an ambrosia addiction. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, that's a huge problem. You have hypothermia because, of course, you do. You're a nudist wandering around in really freaking cold territory. So, no surprises to me there. Yeah, if you don't get into somewhere warm, you are going to die. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just tell you to... stick over here. Actually, don't, you know what? No, wait, I forgot. We have no way to get you in here. Hang on. This is the one problem with the lock mod, is you don't always have the ability to get your colonists where you want them to go, and all of a sudden they start starving to death or something like that. Cameron, you're going to go over. Okay, you have no path. You do have a path, because you just found your way in there. Yeah, go ahead and consume a simple meal, I suppose. But stay where it's warm for a minute. Stay close to the heater, for example. Temperature here is up to 40 degrees. It's not fantastic, but at least your hypothermia is minor. At least until we can get, like, let's say the vent setup, which it looks like you do now have. Okay, so your bedroom is a safe spot, which is good. But at the same time, I definitely cannot have you sticking around here. So why don't you... Frickin' heck, I don't know what to do with you. Can you... Did we set up any bills here? We did not. Let's see if we can get you to do, like, let's say some slate jobs. These take a while, and it'll keep you in a nice, warm environment, at least for a little while. That's not what I meant to do. Couple hundred or so there. Sure, why not? Cameron, go and work on chopping up some blocks in a nice warm environment. At least until Angle can make you a parka or something, for the love of God. All right, Cameron, go and wear the light leather parka. It's not going to have the best cold insulation, but at least it's something. And yeah, you're gonna be unhappy because you don't like wearing clothing. But whatever. I don't care. It's better than you freaking dying out here, dude. Freaking heck, some point you're just gonna have to be practical. Let's also not forget that a flock of ominous dark birds are standing outside of the colony. And one of their kind lays dead among them. So, I mean, we're about to have a crow situation. I can only imagine really bad things are about to happen, but okay. Let's go ahead and force you to wear some pigskin pants. They're not exactly good quality, but again, a little bit of insulation is certainly better than nothing. So let's see. Right now, you are wearing... Oh, you already had pants on. Oh, those are probably better, actually. Never mind. We should probably wear those instead. So, what do you need? I guess a t-shirt and or a toque or something? Gosh dang it. Okay, more stuff. We need more stuff. Okay, 2 events just fired at the same time. We now have a wild boar becoming tame, so we've got a pet pig. That's kind of fun. I think we should probably just go ahead and slaughter it for some meat. I mean, we can make it an attack pig, but I don't think I really need an attack pig. Then we also have an exotic goods trader from Portside townsfolk in Dark Crag who have a relationship. The brother of Zealotus. A thug. Zealotus, what kind of a family are you running with here? Well, Mr. Crink, I think you'll be happy to learn that your sister's gonna be getting married to the naive cultist's Angle. It's gonna be amazing. You should come by sometime. And another event almost immediately afterwards, a royal tribute collector from the Green Empire is approaching. They will accept any prisoners and gold you offer as tribute. The one who gives over the tribute will receive royal favor for fulfilling the tradition and supporting of the upper houses. Yeah, so if you wanted to give them some gold and stuff, we could certainly do that to get some royal favor and try to get a title for Angle. I'm not going to say that that's a very high priority, but it is a thing that we could do. Now, we just finished with our watermill generators. Now, one thing that's concerning to me is that Zealotus here does not have very much cult-mindedness at all, and very soon might be considered hostile against cultists, which is going to be a little bit awkward for Angle. So what we're going to do, at least temporarily, is we are going to set up some... probably altar research, and then I'm going to go to work here. I'm actually going to turn Angle off of this job for now and say that this is Zealotus's top job for a little bit, and have her go and do the forbidden research. As a result, she should become a bit more cult-minded, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to work. No, don't. Research is a long-term task. Well, yeah, that's great, but would you please stop? I appreciate that you're a really good cook, Zealotus. I really do appreciate that, but I need you to go and do... Okay, sleep. Tell you what, come back to it tomorrow, but don't you dare cross below that 30% threshold. And because Zealotus is so happy, she now has an experience and inspiration for a really good trade. All right. Zealotus, let's go and talk to the exotic goods trader and just see if they've got anything. Let's go talk to your bros team. Do they have anything that'd be really, really good for me? I'm looking for maybe like a weapon or something for Cameron. I don't see anything here that's really good. Mage spell, EMP, or arcane bolts. All of that sounds pretty fun, but again, nothing I really need. So let's cancel that. I'm just going to let you go ahead and start doing some research. All right, cult-mindedness should now start going up. People are leaving because of the dangerous temperature, and another quest is appearing. Good lord, we have so much going on here. Okay, the deserter. A military commissar is calling from nearby. She has deserted the army of the Green Empire and is being hunted by a loyalty squad. She wishes to join me. Dyricus knows the location of a key outpost containing everything needed to develop secret psychic powers. Side trainers, a silencer, and an amplifier. Ooh. If you accept to become an enemy of the Empire, though. I mean, I could fight a trooper, maybe, but I definitely do not want to become an enemy of the Empire. There's a lot more I want to do with the Green Empire, you know? I want to get a royal title. I want to develop some psychic abilities. So, no, I don't think we're going to give any succor to this fugitive. It doesn't sound like anything good can come from that. By the way, let's go ahead and build up one of those water mill generators and rotate this sucker around. Where can I put you? Right there. This would probably be fine. Yeah, let's just go ahead and place one right there. Seems good to me. And make sure we have at least a couple of conduits going up to that booth. Perfect. Okay, so now we should have plenty more power generation going in there. That's excellent. Zealotus is starting to feel her sanity slip away, but her cult-mindedness is high enough that I no longer feel like I need her to do the research. She's not especially good at it. So this needs to go back to Angle. Let him be the primary researcher. And my thought here is, now that we have some power figured out, it's probably time to go ahead and start working on things like occult deities and altar, because now we have 2 people that Angle needs to convince to join in on the cult. Let's also take a look at, by the way, building up some sort of a greenhouse-type structure. I'm not going to make it huge to start. Let's just go for something like this and just kind of see if it works for me. We're going to place a door down here. I will need to get a heater in place. Up over that away. Let's get some power set up kind of like so. And can we do some skylights? Now, this takes glass panes. Oh, never mind. We don't have glass panes. I actually have no idea how you get glass panes. And that's a good question. I should probably find that out, shouldn't I? Yeah. Another quest? Good God! All right, what's this? Animal fission mouse, 2nd generations. A praetor is bored. She wants to observe how backwards people like you deal with a deadly threat. To satisfy her desire, her servants will release a pack of 2 man-hunting fission mice, 2nd generation, to attack you. And then they will observe. We will get a psi-focus vest, which is good for what exactly? It's not very good at insulation. Psychic entropy, recovery rate, psychic sensitivity. You know, I don't know if this is really worth it. Am I really worried about a man-hunting fission mouse? Not particularly. I think these are fairly easy to deal with. The problem with a fission mouse, if I recall, is that they basically spawn more of them whenever they die. So 2 fission mice could suddenly turn into several. I don't think all of them would be Manhunter, but they could be. Do we really feel like taking that risk? I don't really think so. No, I don't think so. There we go. We have finished with the altar tech. Now we can probe for some occult deities. Probably time for us to go ahead and start building out the shrine a bit more. So let's place down, let's say, a bone door, I guess. Why not? And then we're going to move this thing and reinstall it over here like so. And then for an altar, is that under miscellaneous? Totally is. Cult altar, make out of bone as well because it's cheap and it's what I've got available. Gosh dang it. Place right there. Okay, outdoors, bad temperature. Well, I'm working on that. Thank you. Gosh dang, game. Frickin' let me have some fun with this already. All right, let's go ahead and make sure we cut out all the plants. It would also be kind of fun to place down some good flooring. I suppose I could place down a bone floor, and you can see how freaking dark and terrifying this would be. I mean, it's not a bad idea, and we have bones. Yeah, all right, let's go ahead and place down a bone floor. There we go. We now have a basic shrine. Can I place down some pews or something? Is that a thing that I can do? Let's see. Linkable pews. I guess for now I'll just go ahead and make them out of wood. That should be fine. We'll place down a couple pews kind of like this for now. That should be more or less fine. Angle, go ahead and work on this. And now that we have an altar, I should be able to properly set up some sermons. Or actually, no, I can't because we haven't researched any deities. Never mind. We have to first research a deity. Then we can do that. But let's also make sure we lock the door. Because I also do not want anybody coming in here. In fact, we can actually forbid all visitors from using. Perfect. No one is allowed in here if you don't belong to the cult. We're a very secretive bunch. Another stinking quest? Good lord, how many of them are there? Supplies for Rarzadu. Special trade requests give them 4 parkas of normal plus quality. Okay. And then we would get some relations. Well, that doesn't seem especially good, especially since I don't even have enough materials to make toques and stuff, let alone any parkas, so I don't see that happening anytime soon. But there we go. Now we are done with our research. Dagon was discovered amongst the strange symbols. So now we can go to the Bone Cult altar. We should be able to research Dagon specifically. Let's take a look. Ooh, cool. Father Dagon, the domains, the deep ones, water, and shipwrecks. The description reads, "Then suddenly I saw it. With only a slight churning to mark its rise to the surface, the thing slid into view above the dark waters. Vast, Polyphemus-like, and loathsome, it darted like a stupendous monster of nightmares to the monolith, about which it flung its gigantic scaly arms, the while it bowed its hideous head and gave vent to certain measured sounds. I think I went mad then," says H.P. Lovecraft. Okay, well, cool. So now we can worship Dagon, which means I can now set up morning and evening sermons. I'm going to go ahead and do morning sermons. I don't think we need much more than this, but everyone in the colony is required to attend Engel's sermons, and we should see that their cult-mindedness starts to skyrocket. Well, they would attend the sermon, but Cameron apparently got upset because of an unsightly environment, and now he's hiding in his room. Which, at least it's warm in there. Well, warm-ish. It's like 50-something degrees. So you'll be okay in there. That's not the worst situation for me, but a little annoying. Cargo pods. Whoa, they nearly smashed my obelisk. Oh, that would have been real bad, but thank you for all the calcium polymers. An extremely lightweight plastic formed from hydroxyapatite. And calcium stearite, extracted from bone, can be used to build metal stuff, but is weaker than metals. Well, ain't that fascinating? Okay, we'll go ahead and grab that. I'm also going to go ahead and just bring the obelisk over here, because, I mean, frickin' obelisk, why not? Oh, sure, some people might get suspicious, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, interesting. Ambrosia withdrawal, I understand, but apparently Cameron was hitting on Zealotus, and she's all like, no, I am very much taken, and he didn't like that. Ah, okay, I guess that makes a little sense. But now the first sermon shall begin. Oh, that's a terrifying fish. Okay, they quipped about sweet foods. The flesh of babies? I don't know, but there we go. So Engel is now preaching about Dagon. If we take a look at Zealotus here, we should see that the cult-mindedness will be going up over time. It did go up to 53%. Okay, and they have finished worshiping, so if we keep doing that, then there we go. Zealotus also made a comment about breakfast. So that was a nice sermon and all. Can we go and eat? Yeah, that's how I felt after church quite often. Okay, lovely. Well, I think this is a very good place to stop. We did get our shrine set up nicely. We should probably name it. We also added in a new member to the colony, Cameron Theeds. We're going to have to introduce him to the cult soon enough. It is very, very freaking cold out here, but I think we will be able to survive if we can just get enough materials to make some better clothing, get some of these heaters properly set up and working, and then, yeah, we'll just continue researching more stuff. Right now I'm working on a bow, because I'd like to get Cameron Theeds some sort of a weapon, even if it is only a bow. That at least is going to be something. And we have a long way to go as far as new technology to research, so this is going to be a doozy. All right, well, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I, as always, will see you guys next time.